Welcome to my spaceship. It's not a battered old blue police box, but it'll do. Time travels most instinctually to me when I'm driving in a car, usually about 55 miles an hour on mostly straight, familiar highways, governed by the solid yellow line. And is it in these familiar places, the mundane, that my emulsion most easily dislodges itself to go off and play in other realms? And once my awareness jumps back into the seat with me, keeping both hands on the wheel, do I have to look around to recalibrate myself to where I am? It's a good thing there's lots of signs along the way for us hitchhikers of the galaxy. But in the meanwhile, grace is with me. And I know this is so. For is there no other explanation for me staying on my side? So with Grace's one hand on the wheel, do I time travel in my wheels? I started noticing this occurrence of time traveling in a car when I was driving from Toronto to Oakville, where I was teaching at Sheridan College. I would leave the city behind, and seemingly within a blink, in a moment, the exit sign for Oakville was in front of me. And was that a 40-minute drive? It kind of freaked me out the first time it happened. Like the first time DMT took me into the void. But I'm going to pull over to tell you that story.
I had a visit with Oblivion once, in a Vipassana meditation. There I was floating in her all-taming night, like a fetus in suspended connection, cradled in nothing, yet fluidity. Bliss. Then something in me just had to name the experience. And I let loose a really little thought. It was very quiet, and I was quite sure she wouldn't hear me. And the thought was this: infinite existence. Infinite existence. And then suddenly, in the bottom left and right-hand corner of my screen appeared these two little dogs, yapping, infinite existence, infinite existence. And it all went away. I was pretty annoyed, but I also surrendered to the comic relief. Ayahuasca has a wonderful sense of humor, too. Once she floated me in a white, silky sea, a milky bath of bliss. And suddenly, something appeared in my bliss. Something splashed into my white milky bath. It was a little brown log. It was a chocolate O. Henry bar swimming in my pool of bliss. Someone out there had thrown something into my pool of bliss. And was I beside myself, annoyed by the intrusion. Now, the other story I want to tell you about going into the void was a journey with DMT. Once I inhaled her golden halo of smoke, was I immediately catapulted into deep black space, floating weightlessly once again. Yet this time, I was fully gone. And I only know that I was gone when I began my descent from the journey, and I heard a sound, gulp, and my awareness fell for the sound. And the sound was followed by a word like its shadow, gulp. And the sound, the word, was swallowing, swallowing, swallowing. It just had no meaning for me. So another word jumped in. Me. Swallowing me. Swallowing me. Me swallowing me. Swallowing me. Me? Me? What a concept to come back to. If this is me, what was that? And as I returned back to this space, this place, and I put my hands upon my face, it was like nothing I had ever felt before. Grace, come for me. And so it is this traveling into the void, this sense of dissolving, feeling of dissolving, comes to me quite regularly now, whether it be into the dark or the light. I've had both experiences and they are the same. So for me now, I go gleefully into the unknown. For as I take that step into the abyss, I know there is a feather bed waiting for me. Go wide. I'm good.